Hi friend, I wanted to show you my favorite pairs of lashes because I think that you're gonna get a lot of value out of this. They are the cluster lashes. Have you ever seen these before? Let me take them out of the box. If you get really close, you'll see that there's 3 individual lashes grouped together. Now, I'm gonna be honest, individual lashes are a pain in the butt to put on, but these clusters are incredibly easy to apply and they are the most natural lashes you will ever wear. This pack in specific has short, which are the bottom 2 rows, and then extra short, which are the top 2 rows. So the short ones I do on the outer corner of the eye, and then as I get closer to the eye, I start using the extra short. They also come in medium and long, but if you want something a little bit more natural to just give you a little oomph, I would try the extra short and the short. This company is called iEnvy, but Kiss Lashes and Ardell Lashes also make this type of lash, and I'll drop all descriptions I'll drop all the links in the description box below. Like I mentioned, I use these on myself, I use them on my clients, and even though I just said that I'll start with the short on the outer corner and then apply the extra short as I get to the inner corner. Sometimes I'll just take 3 of the short and put those on the ends of each of my eyes. It gives a little something and no one will be able to tell you're wearing lashes, and I promise you they're easy to apply. Let's go. You'll need your tweezer and your lash glue. This lash glue is Callas lash glue, and it is my absolute favorite lash glue. If you are using Duo and you have problems with it and complain that you have to wait for it to get tacky in order to apply your lashes, try this one. I will drop this link in the description box too. It comes in clear and black, but if you're just starting out with lashes, definitely go with the clear, because if you make a mistake with the black, it's gonna be hard to fix. So start off with the clear. I like to use my tweezers to pull the lash out of the box too, because it just helps you. Your tweezers are extensions of your fingers, so we're gonna use these to apply the individuals. I do have a video where I do a whole strip using tweezers as well, and I'll drop that at the end of this video so you can watch. So we're gonna go right in, and I'm gonna grab the short first. Don't pull very aggressively, take your time because you don't want to rip the lash. Okay, pulled it right out. I'm holding the lash in the center. Another reason why I really like this lash glue is it has a little bit of a wand. So you can go right in and apply directly onto your lash band. And like I mentioned earlier, you don't have to wait for it to get tacky. You can go right in and apply. So when I go in to apply this, I'm gonna start on the outer corner of my eye. I'm not gonna go right to the very end here. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. And when I apply, I'm gonna tilt my head back so I'm looking down in the mirror. And I'm just going to let my tweezer drop this as close to the lash line as possible. Right there. And then when I first put it down, I'm gonna just press gently on the tip to make sure that it's sitting nice against my lash line. You might see my finger go under right here. I'm doing this just so it pushes it up, so it gives it a little bit of flare. Now you can see, get a little closer to me. Do you see how natural this is? It's only a little bit longer than my real lashes, so when I wear these, no one's gonna know that I have false lashes on. Because you're doing these individuals, I want you to do one eye at a time. I don't want you to do a full strip on one side and then go to do the other, because that can cause imbalance. So I do one on one side, get my glue, get it on my lash, oops, and then I'll go and do the same spot on the other side. This is going to allow to make sure that I have the same amount of lash on both sides so everything is symmetrical. So there we go. I'm gonna do a couple to show you, and then I'm gonna go add some of the extra shorts. Right here, I got a little bit too much glue onto that lash, and it's a little bit of a glob. So in order to get rid of that, I don't want the glob to be on my eye because it'll take the lash longer to dry. I'm just gonna take my finger and go right against it to take some of the glue off. Now I'm gonna go in, still looking down in the mirror, going over my head, and I'm just going to put this lash right next to the previous lash. You can see this one is a little bit higher right now, so I'm gonna go with my finger and I'm gonna press it down. And I'm pressing very lightly. I'm not using too much pressure because I don't want it to fall off. Perfect. Now it blends in perfectly with the other one. I now have 3 lashes on each side, and you can see, yes, you see a difference from what's going on in my inner corner than my outer corner, but it's slight. So this is what I was saying. If you just want to have a little something, you don't have to do a full strip. You can just put a couple on the ends, and this is going to take you, once you get the hang of it, like a minute to apply on both sides. So try it out. You can build up to see what your comfort level is, and it's up to you to decide when you want to start going to the extra short. I'm going to apply one more short on each side, and then I'm going to do 2 extra short in the inner corner. So let's go do that. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but the Callas glue dries clear. So it's very forgiving. Even if you were, let's say you're putting the lash on and you make a mistake and you end up putting it right here, that little spot of glue will dry. And that's why I want you to try the clear instead of the black to begin with. You might be wondering when you should do individuals or these clusters over a strip of lash. And it's a couple of reasons. So I like these because sometimes I don't want a very dramatic lash. A lot of false lashes can be overpowering and take over your eye makeup, especially if you have more hooded or deep set eyes like I do. So these make it where I get some extra lash, a little lift, but you can still see all of my eyeshadow and eyeliner. Another thing is a lot of lashes also have a thick band, which can be a pain in the butt to apply if you're not used to it. And you don't have to worry about this because there's no band here. And as a professional makeup artist, I tend to use these a lot on my clients because most of the time when I'm doing makeup services or if I'm doing something on set, it's supposed to look, the person's supposed to look like themselves. They usually want something more on the natural side. And again, like I mentioned, some lashes are too dramatic, whereas these will blend in with your real lashes very easily. And no one will be able to tell. I've applied 4 of the short on each side of my eye. So there's 4 here and 4 here, 8 total. Now I'm gonna go to the row of the extra short lashes and I'm gonna put 2 on each part of the inner corner. If you look at your own lashes, you'll see that your own lashes are longer on this outer corner and they get shorter as you go closer to the inner corner, which is exactly why I love these lashes, because it's just gonna follow your natural lash. So I put it on in the inner corner and I'm still layering it right next to each other, and I'm just pushing it down to set it in place. As you can see, there's not much of a difference, but you still have some of that bigger lift on the outer corner and then it gets smaller. Whether you're doing these clusters or a strip of lash, you never want to bring the lash all the way to the inner corner. You want to leave about 1/3 of the inner corner open without a lash, otherwise they won't be comfortable to wear. The glue is still drying on these lashes, but I want to look up and have you come a little bit closer just so you can see how they look. As you can see, they're nice and fluffy. They're not overpowering. You still see a lot of my eye makeup and they blend in with my real lashes perfectly. Just like strip of lashes, you can reuse these lashes. Honestly, about 5 times. I think I've gotten 5 usages out of them. When you take your makeup off at the end of the night, you're gonna pull off your lashes, you're gonna pull these off just like you would do a strip. You're gonna take off any excess glue and then restore it in the container. Now, if you're doing your makeup on your friends or a client, you don't wanna do that. You're just gonna let them keep it and you'll never reuse your lashes. But for yourself, you can reuse because it's only your face. I have 2 other lash tutorials that I think you should watch. One is how to apply a full strip of lashes, and in that video, I teach you how to size the lash for your eye shape, how to apply it so you always get it to sit correctly, and how to remove and store your lashes. And then I have another video that helps you figure out which lash is best for you. I'm gonna put both of them on those screens so you can go ahead and watch. See you there.